Do you use AI?
No.
No?
Yeah.
You're traditional. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Why would you?
No, I don't.
And you
I don't
wouldn't
even,
either, I
own a
guess, right? You have
tablet.
no reason to.
I don't even know how to.
Use AI?
I don't have a clue about it yet.
You do ornamental stuff anyway, so it's not really
Yeah.
much
Yeah,
of a
like
point.
I use iPad and stuff now, but
Do you have apps that you use to do your ornamental?
I just use Procreate.
Procreate to hand draw pattern work?
Yeah, because you could like make one, copy paste, alter it, kind of twist it around.
You don't use, because there's a couple apps that I know of. I don't know about you. Like if you have to use patterns, I have one that's called like Amazographs.
that.
You have Amazographs?
Amaziograph.
Amazographs?
Oh.
No?
It makes mandalas and stuff.
Yeah, I found
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Procreate, you could do it.
This one though, it has more like it makes more sections.
So
And
as you're
Procreate
drawing
does.
it makes all 5 or 4, however many, like
Okay,
whatever
I
many
gotcha.
points your mandala is. It just like, well, as you draw it, it does all 5.
Okay.
No, it's just an app. He has an
You
app.
pay for this one once, it's like $3, and then it's
I have Corey Ferguson's.
He has patterns, doesn't he? Like he has pattern brushes.
He has brush sets for
Yeah.
Procreate, and I have those. But there's just an app that like you can, as you draw, it'll just like fill out the rest of the mandala. It's what is intense.
His app, like
He has an app.
Yeah, because he has Procreate like brush sets, and then he has his own app as well.
What's the app? What's the app called?
I can't remember off the top of my hand right
We have to message him. You're so happy.
what?
I don't know.
Good
Smiling
vibes all
at Jay.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm not
God.
gonna do it.
Sorry, am I
We're
not allowed to
Gucci.
smile?
No, you can do whatever you want.
Please, no, please smile.
Bing bang
My
boom.
Botox wore off, so you can see my emotions now.
Oh.
Not happy about it.
Oh my God. On that note, what's poppin', everybody? It's Amanda,
This is cursed.
and we have 2 guests that are from Paris, Ontario, right? Which is where. What were we saying earlier?
It's right near Brantford, the home of Wayne Gretzky, and the Alexander Graham Bell homestead, where he allegedly made the first phone call.
Okay, very cool. I did not know that he was even Canadian. So that little bit was cool to learn. Do you want to give your names and your handles?
I'm Cory Bouillon. I'm Cory Bouillon tattooer.
My name is Bryndon Sheperd, and Instagram's just Bryndon Sheperd.
That's it? Yeah. Boom. I knew it was Bryndon Sheperd, but I wasn't sure it was tattoos. Usually it's, and
Probably
you guys.
heard me shout him out.
Oh yeah, you've gotten a couple shout outs because
Nice, thank you.
got to.
Shout out Bryndon Sheperd.
Literally.
Yeah,
And-
literally every time.
She just got her face tattooed, right?
Yeah,
More.
yeah.
Wait, before you got your hands done and then you got your.
He did my ears.
Yeah.
He did both my ears,
Oh, the
side of my
ears.
one face,
I would like to get my ears done.
and fingers.
Yeah, we did the forehead too.
And the forehead. Yeah,
yeah.
I
You
forgot
did
about
your
that.
forehead?
Yeah.
Oh, that counts as a
Yeah.
forehead. Look at
Yes.
that. You guys work at different shops though.
We work at the
Oh,
same
same
shop.
shop.
Okay, what's the shop?
Nightfall Tattoo.
Sorry,
Nightfall Tattoo.
Nightfall Tattoo. Okay, you guys said the same. And who owns it?
Billy
Bill.
Annand.
Billy.
Billy Annand, yeah.
Billy.
Papa Billy.
Papa Billy.
Yeah.
Is that when you go into his
Yeah,
face?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I call him all kinds of things.
Papa Billy.
Yeah.
Morning,
That's my
Billy.
that's my favorite right this second.
At their shop, if you go to the bathroom, they have a life size, or not life size. Is it life size? No.
Yeah, it's like life size
well,
enough.
Of what's
Tim
his name?
Allen.
Tim Allen in the bathroom.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Scares the shit out of everyone when they go.
It does.
No
creeps
doubt.
everyone
A grown man
Yeah.
into the bathroom. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
he's just hanging out.
Um,
Not doing
why?
anything weird. I don't know.
Who did that? Billy.
Yeah, Bill did that.
And the fart machine.
He's got.
We have a fart machine.
You have a fart
that
machine?
We leave on, yeah, and it goes off just kind of like periodically through the day.
Set it on random, lost the controller.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
And it
You're-
always hits at like the perfect time too. It's,
You're kidding.
yeah.
When
Your
Derek,
shop-
when Derek and I were there, it wasn't going off at all, and then you mentioned it, and then it started going off like every like fucking like 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, if I'm there alone and it's quiet, it'll scare the hell out of me. It's just,
What? I didn't know anyone could even own a fart machine.
Yeah.
it was like $170 too.
Holy, who bought this?
Oh, Bill.
Yeah, Bill. Yeah, we don't. We
I
just
gotta
do
bring
tattoos.
this guy on.
He's
This guy
he's like
sounds
He's a fun guy. He's fun.
Yeah, he's the schemer and the idea man.
So your shop life's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Is it just the 3 of you?
No, it's we have Tori Art. Shout out Tori Art. And we got Nicole Barkwell.
Cool, Barkwell.
Yeah, shout out Nicole Barkwell. And That's
And you
it,
two,
right?
and then
It's
Billy.
just that's it.
And
That's
Tim
all of
Allen.
our- Yeah, Tim Allen.
and the
And we
fart
have like
machine.
a poster of Christopher Walken too.
Oh yeah, that
Like a
looks
big
at
one?
you while you pee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so your bathroom's a terrifying place to be in.
Yeah,
You're just
like-
getting stared at by grown men.
It literally
Yeah.
says Christopher Walken is watching you pee.
If you want like a buddy in the bathroom, but you don't want like a real person.
And the fart machine goes
Do you
off,
guys
and then you
need-
come out all like,
Fucked up.
that wasn't me, I swear.
Yeah.
Customers are so awkward.
So girls aren't the only one that needs to pee with a buddy.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you want to pee with a pal. Noted. That's cute. So speaking of fart machines, do you guys fart in front of your clients?
Yeah, I do. But like only after 5 p.m. because it's like this thing where if it's like after 5 p.m. I'm gonna start farting.
What
Or
do
he's
you
like,
mean?
I'll
You
just
have a
like-
timer where your
Yeah,
body's like, I'm farting.
I'm old, so like when
How old
it
are you?
becomes 38, so around
Is that
5
old?
p.m. my bowels just start
Stop.
unloading at
Do
everyone.
you fart in front of guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
Only after 5
I keep it
p.m.
together. You know what? I usually try and get out of there before 5, so it's
It's just a clear.
I'm
Because of
alone
your
to do my
ass?
sinning. Yeah.
Are you a guy that also poops regularly too?
Yeah.
Like at a
it's
certain
just-
time period?
Yeah, right in the morning. First thing wakes me up.
Does everyone do that?
Yeah,
You do too?
I don't know if Bryndon does. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't
Bill
know?
shits all day.
Girls don't poop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Girl,
I do
yeah,
too.
like yeah. I don't think girls poo.
No.
From what I know.
Oh, I poo.
Yeah. Okay.
I shit.
That's sick. That's sick.
Yeah. You know, what can I say? Next question. Okay. You guys have your own style, right? Like you do traditional,
Yeah, I do basically.
basically, or
Traditional
just do you sometimes dabble in other things?
I dabble a little bit here and there, and
In what?
I don't know, like whatever. I like to do tribal a lot,
Tribal.
but that's like basically the same.
You just got some
foundation.
tribal,
It's just
didn't you?
doing black and lines.
Yeah, like here.
on your face? Can you see?
You did a little bit there, yeah.
You got a tribal on your face.
Yeah.
That's old school. How old are you? Okay,
34.
or don't. I don't know. Shit, don't tell
10,000
me.
years old.
Do you feel weird about it? What's wrong with 34?
No, I'm 34.
Confident
And
34.
I'm hyped the 90s tribal's coming back, though. I fucking love it.
The 90s trends?
It's like
What
the
are the
tribal's
nineties?
coming back.
Yeah, I'm also like digging like some of the like traditional styles that are coming back with like a lot of like blue and brown and
Tramp stamps are coming back.
tramp stamps.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not
Tribal
saying
tramp stamps are coming back.
They are,
Yeah.
yeah.
Some of it feels kind of like faddish, but other parts of it kind of feel like it's more of like an embrace to
Okay,
just
I'll
like
take
something
that.
that worked over time,
I'll
What's
take that over the butterflies up the hand and arm.
Yeah. Oh, I went down
Those
a
are still
rabbit
in.
hole of looking at like ass butterflies. on
Pardon?
it. You ever done this? Like they get fucking insane on the internet.
ass butterflies?
Ass butterflies. Yeah, I sent one to Bryndon.
I don't know.
Have you done an ass butterfly?
I've never done an ass butterfly.
But you'd
no.
like to.
No, I don't think I would like to do
Why
that.
not?
It all looks a little like unhinged, I guess. I haven't seen one that didn't like scare me. As
Have you
just,
seen
like,
the
a
octo
viewer.
booty?
You've seen the octo booty? Yeah, that was one of the ones like.
Oh,
down
no,
rabbit
yeah, I have.
holes,
Yeah, yeah.
Like, have you seen the octo booty? Like,
I haven't.
no, you haven't seen the
Octopus
octo
booty?
booty.
There's
Yeah.
like this girl has, I don't know if she has like OnlyFans or something, or if she's a porn star. Jay's nodding yes. Not that he knows,
Does
but
she ever?
yeah.
Should I
She's
Google- is it
famously
worth the
known.
Google?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, go
Yeah.
go for it. She has an
What do I
octopus
Google?
coming out of her asshole. it kinda looks
Octopus
like, right?
ass tattoo.
Yeah, it's like
You'll see it
tentacles
right
coming
away.
out of her bum. Right?
Yeah, and like all down the legs and up the back. It's like
Oh
pretty
yeah,
big. Yeah.
like it is
Pretty well done.
The
coming
color
right
one?
up.
Yeah, it's like full
Yeah,
color.
Jesus.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey, it's well done.
Yeah.
It's tight, right? Symmetrical. Hey, I was saying before, I
Tight's
love
an interesting
symmetrical
word used
tattoos.
For that, but yeah.
So, with that being said, though, but you've done dot work forever, or no? Like your
Pretty
kind
much,
of
yeah.
style
Pretty much, yeah. Like
since always.
I started playing around with it during like while I was learning, and then it just kind of caught on.
You were like,
the
I
stuff
like
I was
this.
doing, and yeah, I just kind of got stuck on that path. But
So pretty much from the get go, you've been doing it.
pretty much, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so same with you.
No, I started on a black and gray kind of like apprenticeship. I also just ruined the segment by pouring beer all over my face.
Yeah, I get it. No,
But
you
it's
didn't ruin
okay.
it. It got
No,
better.
this is like
just
it's
got
just
better.
like a taste of like who I am as a person.
Good.
But yeah, no, I started doing black and gray and just fell in love with traditional stuff right away.
Black and gray realism?
Yeah, I wanted to be
And
like
then
a
you went to
realism guy.
traditional.
Yeah, because
Interesting.
yeah, it was a hard right.
So how long have you guys been tattooing?
Like 8 years.
I'm about 8, 9 years.
Okay. Same. That's
Oh,
weird.
Almost 6.
Oh.
Almost 6.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So that being said, I wanted to ask you about your guys' apprenticeship, and we've been tattooing around the same amount of time. I've been tattooing for 9 years, and I started in Ottawa. Did you guys start? Was it ghetto? Because most of the people that I've spoken with are like, yeah, it was a little rough around the edges. Because 8 years ago, it was
Yeah.
still kind of, that's kind of what shops kind
Yeah.
of were.
Yeah.
It was the
Was it a little
tail
rough?
end. Yeah.
My-
Yeah, you first. Yeah.
You know, I was pretty lucky. I didn't have it too bad, but the stories I've fucking heard were just
Oh yeah,
awful.
it was
yeah.
pretty like just normal,
From what I can hear compared to friends, yeah, I had a pretty decent.
just a safe environment. Oh fuck you!
Yeah. No,
Are you even
mine
into-
was hectic.
Must be
Mine
nice.
was
Count.
crazy.
Yours was crazy.
Mine was wild. Yeah.
Like what kind of wild?
It was
Just
like
like-
downtown Brantford to start.
Is
which
that
like
ghetto?
Yeah, it's pretty ghetto, but like it just has this like it's a very charming ghetto. You know,
Oh.
I love my home. I love my hometown, but yeah, it's like pretty rough where the shop was, like right on the corner of a pretty rough.
That's so
intersection.
awesome. You probably learned and had so much experience and
I
learned
learned
so much.
everything not to do in like tattooing right away. And
Oh,
it was
the
like
people
In
you-
tattooing.
the
it
people you
didn't
must have
take like a
met.
genius to like see. It was just like this is fucked. This
What
is
was?
crazy?
Just the people coming in and what you had to deal with.
No, like the people coming in and like the guy that I was working for, like shout out, love you, man. He doesn't tattoo anymore, unfortunately.
doesn't?
You know,
That's okay.
shout out, dude.
Aw.
Thank you for getting my foot in the door, and that's it.
So it was a wild journey that first
Yeah, it was
little while.
fucking wild.
I also kind of like as crazy as it was, and you get this, as crazy as it was those first handful of years where you're in that type of location. I was in like actually in the middle of nowhere. Like I was in Ottawa and like worked beside KFC. But then I worked at Mike's in Peterborough, and Peterborough was like downtown shop, walk-in shop,
Yeah.
and there was stuff going on. And you learn a lot, and you get a lot of clientele. You do all the different types of tattoos. That's why I was like, oh, you've just jumped into your style. That blows my mind.
Well,
You were in Toronto for a bit too, though. That kind of helps.
Yeah.
The clientele.
Did it help being in
Yeah,
Toronto?
like
You were at a good shop.
yeah. Like I met a lot of awesome people, tattooed with some awesome people.
You tattoo some big people too.
Some big people? What does that mean?
No, like that one girl, Mai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Microsoft. She's
yeah,
Is that her name?
Yeah.
yeah.
she has like wild makeup tutorials.
She makeup. Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
she's like a
You've seen
YouTuber
her.
or something?
Yeah.
Like,
Unreal. Yeah.
cool,
You've
cool.
seen her.
And you tattooed her face? You
You
do a lot of
tattooed her-
face tattoos.
No, not her face. Yeah.
But you do all the symmetrical shit.
I love that. Symmetrical tattoos, I wish.
It's not fun to do.
It's not fun
What's
to
her-
do?
What's
Looks good.
handle?
I like it. But Microsoft. I think it's like MEI.
No. Couple million. Oh, I've actually seen her. That's wild.
She's so sweet and modest. Like you wouldn't
Aw.
like if you met her, you'd be like, that's crazy.
You're not even famous. You're too humble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, she's super.
I'd be an asshole if I was her. So.
What's that?
I'd be an
You'd
asshole if I
Oh,
was
yeah?
her.
If you had a
yeah.
couple million followers, you'd be like, that's it. I'm a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
Well, good to know.
Yeah.
Well, when you get big, I'll remember to not talk to you. Actually, on that note, I was just thinking this earlier. I was like, you know, when you like idolize a tattoo artist or something, and then you meet them, or you're like, man, you see them on Instagram, and you're like, especially as tattoo artists, you follow a lot of tattoo artists, and you're like, man, this guy's fucking awesome. And then you meet them, or you hear stories about them, and you're like, they're a fucking asshole. Have you had that yet? Where you've like idolized somebody and you met them, and you're like, ooh, they smell like shit.
I've heard stories like they're yeah.
I have.
You've met them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
No,
he-
I've heard that guy.
Yeah, he literally went off on me because I didn't send a deposit in a fast enough amount of time.
I've heard way.
And he was like, as a tattooer, you should know better, blah, 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 and all this. I'm like, dude, it's been less than 24 hours. Like, I was going to send it.
I hate that.
And
guy.
he was DMing?
This is on Facebook.
Facebook DMs.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to go through a shop
Not at the, this was like 5 years ago.
when that wasn't a thing?
It wasn't
I've
as,
only heard bad things about that guy.
Yeah, we were in the
You've
heard
same
good
art
things too?
class.
Sorry.
You've heard good things too? Or
Oh,
you've
bad
only
things.
heard
Yeah, I've
bad?
only heard bad things
Oh,
about that guy.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
People get pretentious. He has that rock star mentality.
Once you get that shit,
Doesn't matter. I don't know. That drives me crazy.
What does?
Like when people have that attitude, it doesn't matter how good you are.
You mean
Like,
tattoo artists? Because it's like why are tattoo artists this way?
Yeah, because we're,
We're too cool.
So cool.
yeah, you're too cool, and like no one can tell. It's like we're all basically in charge of our own shit. So if nobody's telling you no, and like you get jaded pretty quick, I find you just got to check yourself or something.
Too free.
Too
You're
free,
too
too
free.
much freedom.
It's
Yeah,
true.
no one can stop you.
I've noticed as I speak to other people, I've developed a mega potty mouth, which I'm having trouble pulling back because I don't fucking have to.
I
Yeah.
feel that.
Do you know
I
what I
feel
mean?
that big
And
time.
yeah.
There's no HR.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to hold back. You can talk
Yeah.
about offside shit, and you're not going to get in trouble for what? Like,
yeah, exactly.
And the average person comes into a shop and they're like excited because they can listen to a fart machine and see Tim Allen, and they're like,
Yeah.
"This is the best."
yeah, exactly.
So you don't feel bad about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. They're like, what the fuck was that? I'm not going back.
Sometimes they're kind of like, okay,
Wait, which part?
the fart machine or the Tim Allen, yeah, either one of those, I suppose.
They're not
but-
supportive of it.
No, I don't want to say they're
Grow
not
up.
supportive. Everybody learns to love Tim Allen. and
Actually,
the
it's
fart
true. Yeah,
machine.
everyone loves it. So
Yeah.
Well, I guarantee they walk away and they're not like talking shit about it. They're like,
Yeah.
even if they thought it was kind of goofy, they probably were like, it was a part of the
Oh,
experience.
if we took it away, like it would be
Devastating.
pandemonium. Yeah, people came in, saw that it was gone. Where's Tim Allen? Where's the farts?
I'd quit.
I quit. Yeah, I can't work. I can't put up with this.
Well, I hope I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna have to get tattoos and I want to come see Tim Allen and listen to your farts.
Yeah,
we're going back in September. So
yeah. Come after 5.
Are you? When are you gonna get done?
Reworking what's on the side of my face. There.
Maybe I'll get my ear done then, and I'll come that day if that's
Me and
possible.
Rochelle are
Yeah.
going, so.
Okay,
He's
well,
cool with it. That's up to him.
yeah, we'll work it out, or I'll come down a different day. But
Come down
Yeah.
whenever. Yeah.
hey, how far is it from here? How was the drive?
163 kilometers.
So hour and a half? Hour
About
and-
that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hour 50 it took today. It's pretty.
50?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
around 2
With the
hours,
traffic?
Yeah.
not bad. Yeah. Traffic.
Sunday?
With the traffic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's butts. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I got my saucy shorts on. So wait, sorry. You were in more of a ghetto environment, so that took you longer to learn how to professionally tattoo.
Yeah, it took me longer.
And you had more of a professional setting. Do you find you probably progressed pretty quickly because you had a decent?
You know,
Teacher?
I think I lack a backbone because of that. Because I had it soft. You know.
Really?
I don't know about all that.
Oh, well, you've talked about it. Did you not feel like when you had to deal with certain types of people that you did gain a backbone quicker? You had to
Yeah,
get
but
ghetto quicker.
I've always dealt with those kind of people since before tattooing. Even,
I was
so.
sheltered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up small town. I was a little bit sheltered, but like as soon as I was a teenager, it was
Oh no, I grew up with strict parents, so I was like
yeah.
straight edge.
Okay. Well, I was still like I had a straight edge period as well, but yeah, everything came at some point, I suppose. But yeah, it was pretty ghetto.
What does that mean to be? Because like some artists could probably use that. What's a well-rounded artist mean to you?
Seems like he can nail every style properly. Yeah. Like
Like how to execute a tattattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How to get it into the skin?
Make it look like that's his specialty every time. Kind of like he could do like a neo-traditional piece. It's black and gray or color. Make it look like that's what he does all the time.
So when you think of a well-rounded artist, you think I'm able to do multiple styles?
I'd say so.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Or like, that definitely is like an attribute to someone that's well-rounded. I'm sure you could be well-rounded in other ways, like outside of just being able to do a bunch of styles. Like
I feel like
having
that comes
good
into
customer
play.
service
I feel like it's not as
skills.
option anymore. Because usually
Yeah.
people specialize in something nowadays.
Yes. Even James does that, right? Like James
Yeah.
he does traditional, James Bond. But he when we see his black and gray or his script, just tight. It's just fucking tight and clean. And so clean for one. But I also think when I think of well-rounded artists, I think of like a multitude of things. Like it's when I think of not well-rounded artists or something, I think of like you go in and you're like an hour late for your appointment, or you make them go fetch you coffee, or you have nothing prepped and it takes you like 3 hours to start, and you're starting at like 4 p.m. and you've made them wait, and like or the booking process was difficult, and then you're like not giving a fuck about them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah.
all those things come into play.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays, now that it's like it's oversaturated with tattoo artists.
Very.
So I feel like you have to be more well-rounded as a whole to
I
be
feel like
able
there
to
is
make.
some kind of level of customer service you have to have nowadays compared to like I can imagine back in the day you could just
Yeah,
Get away with
You
being
can't
an
take it
asshole,
for
but-
granted as much anymore, and just kind of like be a tattooer that collects a big amount of money at the end of the day just to go be a piece of shit. Like you kind of have to stay grounded a little bit. I don't know.
Have you ever had those tattoos that you do that fucking kick you in the knees and remind you to stay grounded?
Absolutely.
What
Yeah.
was that for you?
For like maybe the first one was like trying to do a piece of Bob Tyrell flash that I was kind of like told like you just have to do this. This guy walked in, picked it off the wall, like do it, and it was like just a mess. That was like pretty early though. I'd love to try that one again.
what
But
doing
yeah,
a bad tattoo of that?
it was it came out a mess. It was fucked.
What was it of? What flash was it?
It was like a kind of like a zombie head like thing holding like a planet or something. Yeah, it was just a mess. Yeah.
And you tried to do it and just botched it?
Yeah, I tried really hard. I was like, yeah,
I tried really hard.
yeah, nothing like what I would have hoped. So
Yeah.
that definitely,
Those are horrendous moments.
yeah,
Nothing can describe that feeling.
yeah. I've seen like people too, like my early years, probably like around year 4, where I saw someone I tattooed like year 2, and like their tattoo is just covered right up with like something else. You ever had that happen, Bryndon? You ever see a covered up tat and just feel like shit?
What that I've done that's been covered up?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure there's lots, but
Yeah.
I feel like you're the one who covers other people's.
I blast over a lot.
Yeah, I know.
but-
Do you?
Yeah, yeah. They're usually bad old tattoos that people like hate though, so it's
Yeah.
not like
Yeah.
I'm
That's
cool
what we're
with something
talking about.
good,
That's
yeah.
sometimes you are that person that did
You
those.
are that person.
Yeah. I guarantee I've had a bunch of tattoos. I had a weird, sketchy upbringing in tattoos. Did you ever suck? Because I sucked. Like at
Oh,
some
yeah.
points, right?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Okay, yeah. I was going to say. So you probably have maybe some tattoos that could be used in comfort. It's a weird process.
There's some stuff I never want to see again.
Yeah.
I feel like I've done more bad good tattoos than
You
good
think
tattoos.
about,
So.
what's that?
I feel like I've done more bad good tattoos than good tattoos, but I shouldn't say that on.
Sorry, all
Too
of my
late.
clients.
Bryndon's a perfectionist, and they all come out
That's really good, though.
exceptional.
Sometimes. Yeah.
No, you take your time too, especially like when you've tattooed me, like even drawing on like my ears and stuff. Like you take your time and really draw it out properly and erase it, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's you don't rush
That's-
into the process.
I love doing ornamental work, but it's so stressful and not fun until it's done. When it's like, okay, cool, it's done, it looks good.
It's really
done, right.
stressful, you find?
You're light-handed too, though, so
That's
it's a
the
very
best.
very easy time getting tattooed by you.
Doing like a traditional tattoo is so fun because it's right there. Everything you see, you're doing it. Ornamental is like, I got to get this done and it has to be perfect or else everything's fucked. So it's like,
No room for error.
that's what, yeah.
Well, do you find it intimidating tattooing other tattoo artists?
He does it.
It's
all
like,
the
it's the most
time.
like honorable thing, but it's like,
It is honorable. You know what I mean?
it's, yeah, like to
You're
tattoo
like-
anyone it is, but like tattooers, it's especially like, it's
The ones that
intimidating.
come
I
to
don't
you,
know.
not the ones you work with. Because the
Yeah.
ones you work with is different. It's kind of
Like
like,
if
oh,
you
you're
see
here.
a tattooer with their ears tattooed, he probably had to like headache over that for at least a couple of hours.
Yeah.
How do you?
I go
how do
home
you-
and I'm just like,
What?
What did I
You
do?
shouldn't though.
no, it's
you
just
get-
like, I think everyone does it. Like just
Yeah.
sometimes they'll overthink
No, that's
things
fair.
or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like if I were to do that again, I would do this differently. But
But I feel like that's a natural thing. That's what makes a good artist is like you
Yes.
sit there and you pick apart your work rather than sitting there and being
Yeah.
like, this is sick. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
I love it because like it's refreshing for me because I'm very loose and
You're loose.
I just kind of I'm loose. Like you'd be surprised. But I'm pretty loose.
yeah, you'd be surprised.
it's
Yeah.
refreshing though to see.
Yeah.
What
we're,
is?
We're both
Something
very
a lot
different.
looser that's like,
Occasionally we kind of like I'll do something that kind of like either one of us could do, maybe like just like a weird kind of like ornamental like chess piece or something, and like I will just quickly draw it on and be like that looks perfectly straight.
Yep.
But like I could see him just like not that what are you doing? what that's crazy.
oh, like centering something? Or
Yeah,
like,
just like drawing something like trying to get something that's straight without like stenciling it for like an hour.
I'm not one of those people that get it on first try though.
Yeah.
Like it takes me like 10 tries. It's either the first try or the 10th try.
Well,
But
that's
it's,
good. It
it's
makes me feel
always
better about
ends
myself.
up perfect though.
Or what?
It always ends up like
Because you make sure it is.
yeah, it's like
Because you got that
'Cause you care.
anxiety
Thank you. I hope
in
so.
behind there, right?
Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully.
Yeah, well, I think the people that don't care and they're just like, well, then
Yeah.
that's why they're there in their life. But you care, right? You're like, oh, I'm not willing to tattoo this perfectly because
It's weird. I mean, it's not like any body, like no one's body's really perfectly symmetrical, but you want
No.
it to be, when they're standing there naturally, you want everything
to give
to
the
look.
illusion that
Yeah, exactly. So it's,
yes, and that's hard when somebody's spine is fucking jacked up. You
yeah.
ever have that?
Oh,
Where you're
yeah.
like, why is it like so?
Or like one
I
shoulder's
had a
up
girl.
Yes.
I had a girl when I worked at a couple shops ago, and I was trying to stencil script on her spine, and I was feeling it, and it's not lining up. It was the 4th time stenciling it. I was like, "This dude, like, this isn't true." She's like, "Oh, by the way, I have scoliosis." I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Would have been nice to know.
Yeah.
And she
Thank
wants
you.
a spine tattoo.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
do you go with the curvature if that's the case? Do you draw it on and you're like, well, I'll go with your
Depends what they want at
Special
that
spine.
point. You know what I mean? But like typically, like you try to make it look straight. No.
yes, 100%.
It's frustrating when you put it on, like you're standing naturally, you put it on straight, they look in the mirror, they're like, looks twisted.
And you're like, duh.
It's because you twist
Does that happen to you
every day. Yeah, yeah.
every day?
No, I shouldn't say every day, but it does happen quite a bit.
Or like on the wrist or something, and they're like,
They
you put
twist
it
it
on,
around,
they're
and
like,
it's like, yeah. Oh,
kinda looks
well,
fucked
no.
up.
Yeah.
I had
so-
one girl I was gonna tattoo who wanted script on her inner thigh, from her knee like to her thigh, and it was like a couple sentences, a long script, whatever. And so I put it on. It's perfectly straight and everything. And then she goes, "Well, when I bend my leg, now the tattoo's crooked." And I'm like,
yes.
It's like ribs.
Yes.
When people get lettering on their ribs, it's like
You turn a little bit, those letters all just go.
Yeah.
no matter what, it's only gonna be straight in one.
when you
position,
bend your
so
body, the
Yeah.
tattoo's gonna bend.
Yeah.
that's
Pick,
And
pick
even-
which like position you want it to look nice as that, you know? This is mine for
Fucking
any tattoo. I go like
fragmented.
this, and I go, okay, stencil me.
I had somebody ask me to tattoo their inner bicep so that it looks straight when they go to give someone a hug.
Yeah.
That's what they said?
All right.
Oh, that's kind of
That's
cute, but
actually-
that's
yeah.
horrendous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
do
like
that.
You know what I mean?
organic
Like,
and weird,
I
but
like the
very
idea.
endearing.
But fuck.
Yeah.
That's like the I want it for me thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's for me. That's why I'm going to do it upside down.
Yeah.
Let's say I've been bad and where people are like, "Oh, I want it straight like that." So you'll put it on like that. And be like, "Now put your arm down, look in the mirror," and it's just fucking. You're like, "Oh well, I kind of like it." It's like, we
No, we
do that.
can't. But
We
it's
just
also,
not do
I
that.
think people have a hard time understanding. I think like certain clients still come in, and we all still have this. I don't know. I don't care how big you get. Maybe some people, good for you.
Yeah.
But that come in and they want that control, even, and they don't understand that this is also a representation of you.
I've caved too much before.
You're
Saying,
too nice of a guy.
yeah.
That's
I've
why.
caved too much, and then I go home and I'm just like, "Why the fuck did I do that?"
yeah.
But
But you know, at least we know you do it clean, right?
Yeah.
So at least it's as good as it could be.
Yeah. I think that's a
Still
beautiful
learning.
thing, being like kind of like we're both working, you know,
Together?
like our end result is only, you know, it's guided by the ideas of the people that come get tattooed. by
It's true.
us in a way, you know, like you can obviously entice people to come get what you want to tattoo, but like in the end, it's just what you actually end up tattooing is going to speak for you, right? I don't know how you all feel about that, but
How long does it take you to set up? Because that's like worse. I don't know if you have multiple tattoo sessions in a day, like tattoo multiple people. I hate doing that for a multitude of reasons.
yeah.
But one of them being that the setup and the teardown is annoying for no reason.
Yeah.
It's like not that, but like how long does it take you to set up? And
I've never even watched you set up.
why?
Like you're 5 feet away, and I've never turned around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really watched you set up either, but probably takes me like 15, 20 minutes to set up.
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
You chilling.
Yeah, I'm chilling. Just
Do you
like,
do like saran wrap?
yeah, I do a lot of saran wrapping and, you know, a couple dental bibs here and there.
Couple.
Couple, yeah.
Got that big setup.
Baseball grips.
Yeah, I got one that I like to like put my machines on, and then I got one for like my setup.
How many machines do you use?
Like just two, you know.
Do you use coils or
I use
rotaries?
coils, yeah. I'll use anything. I'm really liking lining with like Cubans and like
You just got a
knockoff
Cuban.
Cubans.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so I spoke to you and Chris Anton about it,
Yeah.
and I fucking love it.
It's the best.
It's the best I've
Yeah.
ever used, yeah.
Yeah. For lining and like black work and stuff,
Speedy.
you can't like
Yeah.
a sidewinder.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
It's too easy.
yeah.
The V3R though, definitely my favorite one. 'Cause I
That's
have
what-
a
that's what it
V7.
is, yeah.
The V7 I don't like as much.
Yeah.
How come?
I don't know if it's because I don't know the machine as well, but I like the stroke options on the V3R.
Okay.
Because it has that stroke wheel on the back, right? So
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have to adjust the volts at all.
Yeah.
You just plug in a different line or whatever, still run it at the exact same speed, adjust the
Turn your
stroke to what you
dial.
want.
Yeah.
Exactly. The V7, I find, I don't know if it's a difference in the armature bar because I have one of the original. So I have two V3Rs, and one of them has the square armature bar, one of them has a round one.
Okay.
The round one slaps harder than the square one.
Okay, that's kind of
Slaps harder.
Seems
does.
counterintuitive. Yeah.
No, but I don't know what it is. They're the
Yeah.
exact same machine, but one hits harder than the other does.
Okay.
So, and it's a different armature bar.
Kind of
so
hear
I don't
that
know.
though. Like every, they're all
And then
a
the
little bit
V7
different.
on top of it, I find hits softer than both of those.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know if then again, I don't know how to tune the V7 as much as I do the V3R.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I've met anybody that really knows how to like tune them up super good.
either way, it's,
Probably Chris
I'm
Angel.
using my Zion
I would,
more than I'm
if he
using
would be the one
those.
that I would guess, but like I don't even really know. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Who's
with all-
like perfect at tuning your machine?
Just like a Cuban, I think
Well, yeah,
they're
yeah.
like,
You have to watch his tutorials and that's it.
Yeah, that's
right? That's the
pretty
only
much it.
way. But then, yeah, I'm using my Zion more than I'm using my Cubans now anyway, so it's not
Yeah.
even worth looking up at this point,
Yeah.
you know?
I still do I like my coils. I use a lot of just like, shout out my buddy Travis, Working Class Irons. He basically makes everything I use. I have a couple Dax machines, if you know that. Dax Brunel, I think his name is, walk-in slayer machines. I like his stuff too. As long as it like does the tattoo really, I'm kind of cool with it. And I have a lot of stuff that basically like not as speedy as a Cuban for lining, but pretty much the same. So
Have you been tattooed with a Cuban?
Yeah, actually,
Dude, every
I got my
time.
backlined, and it was like 4.5 hours. Shout out Andy Gibson.
Every time I get tattooed with one, I'm like, why the hell do I use this on people?
Just feel guilty.
Yeah,
Oh
Is
my
it horrendous?
god. Yeah.
Because you
I
said
see
it
people
fat-
seem to
Feel
like
how
it.
hard it hits.
Dude, I
it
got
feels
my,
like a
But
crazy
then every
jackhammer.
time I use it, I'm like, oh, it's so good.
yeah.
because it's easier for you,
Sinks.
but horrendous.
It's
for
so
others.
Completely
fast.
thing. So
It's,
fast,
like,
consistent, effortless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Efficient.
Efficient, yeah.
I mean,
So-
Painful.
I respect it when it's like more efficient and it works well and everything, and I get it. But I got my like back started the other day, and like I didn't realize how spicy the back
It
was
is
going to
spicy,
be.
yeah.
So spicy, and he runs his machine high, and he just gives it right. And
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that was easier for him, but it was like really awful for me.
Really.
You didn't look
I still
like you
think,
were
like, the-
struggling, to be
Thank
fair.
fucking God! I
did
was
it.
trying to hold it down. I was like,
No, you held it down pretty well. Because I was right across.
I tried to just stay still and not be a little bitch. So
Every time you got up, though, you looked like the soul was sucked out of you.
I was.
Yeah.
Did you find the
it
wiping, or
is-
did actually getting like lined or whatever worse?
No, I didn't remember the wiping as an experience whatsoever.
No?
No, it was just a tattooing. And he was using a 9-round shader, Cheyenne, just blocking a bunch of it in, and then like using, I don't know what he was using to fill in like the little cathedral windows that was on my fucking spine. But
Yeah, right over the spine was pretty rough.
yeah, right up top too. My shoulder
Like,
blades.
the lower back.
I
yeah.
find
My
the
lower
shoulder
back
worse.
not as bad.
Yeah.
Shoulder's worse than the spine.
Yeah,
For sure.
okay.
The shoulders versus
Worse
the
than
spine?
the spine.
Depends on where on the spine. I found like my lower back for some reason was a bit
Well,
easier.
when you get lower, I find it's worse.
Lower sucks.
Is it 40 minutes? Holy shit, fucking balls. Jesus Christ. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Speaking of fucking, I was like 40 minutes. Speaking of the setups and everything. Everybody does their own setup their own way and everything. And tattoos their own certain way. After being at different guest spots or conventions or wherever, especially the ghetto locations, because they're usually a little more loose. But do you have cross-contamination stories where you've seen other people and you're just gonna like that side eye of
I ain't
other
seen
people
nothing.
that I ain't seen nothing. No, because
No,
I've seen some
I've seen
fucking
some
ratchet
shit, yeah.
shit.
I've
Of
seen
people
some
grabbing
wild shit.
wallets or their
Oh
sweaters
yeah, grabbing
or
wallets.
People go throw
ink
money down on
bottles.
your.
I've seen people grabbing coffee
tray or
cups.
something.
And,
I remember when I got my first tattoo when I was like 15. Sorry, when I was like 15. So I went in there. Anyone that would tattoo a 15-year-old's got to be kind of fucked.
yeah.
This old guy's just like, all right, sit down. He goes to pick up the machine that he just tattooed someone with. And I was like, oh, you know what? I feel really sick. I got to go.
You dodged that shit?
Yeah, he would literally. I was like
I
15.
would've
Like
got
so
same
scared
needle?
and just sat down.
this old dirty biker just
Same
walks
needle.
out. He's like, sit down. I'm just like,
Like
yeah.
the exact same setup that he just used.
Didn't tear down, didn't do goddamn thing. But I was 15, so I went around to like every shop. Everyone was like, get the fuck out of here. The guy's like, okay, sit down. I'm like, sick. And then he's like,
Shut the fuck
I feel like my life
up.
flashed before my eyes. Yeah.
Good for you for just being like, actually, you know what? I gotta poo. Like, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever it is, get the fuck out of there.
That's crazy.
That is insane.
Yeah. But,
That wasn't even in your tattoo career, though. It was just as a tattoo experience. That's interesting.
yeah, that was when I was a kid. Yeah. The guy's like long dead now.
Fuck,
but,
you would have had
Oh, is he?
hepatitis for sure.
Yeah.
Like, you know for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, he's old. Like, he's.
Yeah, he was
He was
old.
probably like 50 at the time. And
And this is like
he
20.
was a wreck then anyway, so.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it.
Not a long lifespan.
You ever seen any fucked up things
Yeah.
via cross-contamination?
I saw this guy that used to, like, if he was, like, tattooing someone and didn't get the tattoo done, he'd be like, hey, come back in 2 weeks, and I'm just going to put your needles in this cup
What
of
the
water,
fuck?
and then when you come back, we'll just use these needles because they're yours.
That's what he said?
We'll
I
be
love
sitting
how
here
he
waiting
felt
for
the
you
need
to,
to
like,
tell
put
you.
them on a counter with, like, 4 other cups.
How cheap do you have to be that that's what you...
Did he label them or did he eyeball?
Yeah, he, like, labeled them, but what good is that? It's, like, insanity.
That's fucked
So you,
up.
did you
Yeah.
go back?
I worked there.
Oh my
I
god.
worked there, yeah, but like not for too long.
I worked with a guy who he tattooed 3 people, and he did a ladybug each on their wrist, went to take a photo, took 1 paper towel and wiped down all 3.
Yeah, that's like also fucked.
Eh.
It blows my mind how there's just no thought.
Yeah,
There's no thought behind any of that.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even pre-tear his paper towel. He would just full glove it. And
just
rip.
like ripping off a roll.
Oh, yeah. The
yeah.
next client, piggyback. Like,
Yeah,
I just want to mention to any tattoo artists that are like questioning if they've done those things, people notice.
oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Whether it's tattoo artists or the clients, whether you think the clients don't know anything, these guys didn't even tattoo, and you were already you're 15 years old. There's a grown man doing this shit, and then you're like, because it's fucking weird, and just like you might as well use that extra pair of gloves, or extra setup. It's cheap. Just
Yeah.
spend the time and just try to be cleaner because
Yeah,
it's
ask your coworker for a pair of gloves. They'd be happy to give you a pair.
or a suggestion. You know, hey, do you think this is normal? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you feel
Is
like
it
it's
normal if I like take a bite of this donut while I'm doing this tattoo? Is that okay?
Yeah, grab my food. Have you seen
Yeah.
that shit? People eat
Yeah.
food and shit? No.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hit you with those would you rather. Do you mention you want a would you rather?
Yeah, my would you rather is would you rather
This is fun. I've never had somebody give us a would you rather. Okay.
mine's like really dumb and gross. It's
good.
would you rather get a would you rather get a blowjob from your mom with your mom's body and your
What?
dad's head?
What?
Or would you rather have sex
What?
with your
Not what I was expecting.
mom's body with your dad's head?
What? Whoa.
Or your dad's body with your mom's head. It's like switch them.
I thought we were going tattoo
And you have
relative.
to make out with both.
Excuse me.
I'm out of this one.
All right. Sorry. So, what was the question? You get a blowjob from
A blowjob from your mom's body with your dad's head, or have sex with your dad's body with your mom's head, and you have to make out with both.
I'm gonna opt on committing suicide.
Yeah, like I would obviously kill
You would,
myself.
yeah. If that was literally a thing that had, I would just be like, well, I will.
This is the
just
unanswerable
die.
would you
Because
rather.
It is
I'm gonna have to
unanswerable. You're
live.
right.
Yeah,
If
I
someone
dug like
answers that,
so
that's
deep.
fucked up.
Yeah,
I don't really even like know my dad, and I look like him apparently.
Yeah.
That's what other people say. So
Yeah.
I have Devin Ray tattooed on me. Like, I can't.
both of your family,
Both of them,
both your
right
parents
there.
tattooed on them. Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't want to fuck them. You fuck what?
yeah.
I would die.
Bryndon, what would you do? Which one would you rather?
Kill myself.
All right.
Do you
a
have you
room full of
sorted
dead
this out with you?
tattooers.
I don't know if you've like processed this yourself, and you're like now that you've had the time, and this isn't your first time hearing this.
Yeah.
Have you processed this, and is there a comfortable thing that you feel a little bit better about doing if you had to do it?
It's your question.
This is like it's on. Yeah, this is like it's why I created this monster this way. It's like I can't even do it. I'm disgusted with myself, really.
Do you know both of your parents?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
They're together and
Yeah, I
everything?
don't. Well, no,
I think it's easier because I don't like I don't really know my dad well.
Yeah.
Although I apparently
I don't know my dad very well, like my biological
So would you choose
dad.
his face? Because
You know what? Maybe just to like.
because you're like I don't even know. It's like different. But if your mom's face, you can't have a mom anymore.
Yeah.
So I'd have to choose that maybe if I'm
I
going to
do
choose.
it just for like the time with my dad. My strange dad. We're like, can we at least chat for a while while we do this?
the fuck?
Why don't you love me?
While you're fucking.
Yeah, while I'm just like getting the job done. Just doing a tat, you know.
Oh fuck me, dude. I'm gonna choose my dad so I can get some quality time with him.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay, well, same.
Which dad? Do I get my stepdad though? If it's my
No,
stepdad,
your
I
dad,
don't
dad.
know. Yeah, my real dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I think the stepdad would be a different answer, and that's the answer I want. So, okay, well, what are we at? 50 minutes? Okay. Well, and both cameras are working? Sheesh, what a great day. Okay, well, did you have any other stories that you can think of that you were like, this needs to happen?
Yeah. Tell the story about your guy with the...
Oh, the
stripes.
head stripes.
The what, sorry?
So this,
Fastest man
This
alive.
is a good story.
Fastest?
I'm gonna butcher this story. I'm horrible at storytelling. Anyway, this guy, I get this email from a guy named who it's the most worded, the most ridiculously, the most fun email I've ever gotten. But I'm like, this has to be someone's fucking with me. I thought it was a buddy trolling with me. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we could do that. You just have to send a deposit. Sends a deposit. So I'm like, okay, this is legit. So I print off his email. I'm like, if he shows up, he has to sign this. I'm framing it. So he comes in, he shows up, and he gets we do two bold black stripes right down his whole head.
No.
Fucking forever. Sits through the whole thing. Doesn't move. All his tattoos are about like going fast and like
What? You mean?
speedometers and like stuff like that. He's a drummer. And then Derek, I think, like later that week, was at a show up on an second balcony. This guy's like crowd surfing, swimming across the crowd. Crawls up to the second balcony and just starts like going nuts. But it's that guy. And he sends the video to me. I was like, holy shit, small world. And then a week later, I ran into him at another concert.
So some people are living way cooler lives than us. I just want to point that story out.
That
and
guy
just say
goes
that.
really hard.
I butchered
yeah.
the story, but this guy was a character. He's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That tattooing him was weird
He's
or
very
no?
high energy.
Also, I just want to point out, Corey brought us a OG print. Are you gonna make it a print, or you just made it?
I just made it.
Do you just do that for fun?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. He made us like a print, but just like not like one that's
It's like a painting. It's like a painting.
yeah, a painting. Yeah.
Well, I thought I showed up on time, but apparently I was late. So I
No,
haven't
you
seen
were
it.
early, just like 5 minutes, and we were all just here. And
Yeah.
well, so you don't get to have a piece of it. It's just me and Jay's. But thank you for bringing that. I appreciate it, and thank you for driving
thanks for
all the way
having
out
us.
from Paris, Ontario.
No, thanks for having me.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Thanks for driving.
Yeah. No problem.
yeah,
It's
that
fun.
went through really well. Okay, well, fuck right off.